Nice. All right. 1 down. 2 to go. Hopefully, ender pearl number 3. Let's go, chat. Okay, now we've got all night to find 1 ender pearl. Hello, my friend. We meet at last. Oh, we've done it. Okay. Chat, we have all of the required ender pearls. Flipping heck. Now that we have all of the ender pearls required, we should be able to get ourselves both of these items, actually. We are looking to get the storage scanner from RF Tools, which is essentially an upgraded version of the crafting terminal that we have here. It's going to allow us to scan all of our nearby inventories, so all of our chests, all of our furnaces, all of our machines as well from a mechanism if we like. View all their inventories, pull items from those inventories, and craft nice and easily, all within the confines of the storage scanner. And to make it, all we need is 2 ender pearls, 4 redstone torches, 2 gold ingots, and 1 machine frame. And I'm fairly certain, chat, that if memory serves me right, we made the machine frame in the last episode. We also have the redstone torches and the gold. And now, with the new ender pearls, chat, we should have everything it takes to get ourselves a storage scanner. Nice. So, I believe this guy does require redstone flux. So for now, we'll put it right about there. And inside of here, we need to scan the area. So down here at the bottom, we have the radius that the scanner will find storage in. Right now, we'll set this to like maybe 10. So it's going to look in a 10 block radius. I believe 10 blocks out in each direction, and then imagine like a circle around that. And it's going to find all the storage devices in that area. You'll see we've got blast furnaces, we've got hoppers, we've got smokers, we've got alloy smelters, we've got strainers even, which is real nice indeed. If we look at all, and I think if we look at these like individually, so like if we look at this chest, we can see this is the chest down here with the all the ingots in it. And I think if we click the star here, we make this routable, which means that at the top, if we click all routable, we can see these. And for example, if we do the same with all of the other chests that are nearby, if we click all the stars here, and then we click all routable, this is all of the stuff that we have in all of our chests, right? Because, and the reason why it's set up like this is because you don't necessarily always want, you know, for example, rogue furnaces or like a campfire or a blast furnace showing up in here. You might not want all of this stuff, you know, showing in this section. But now, for example, if we wanted to craft up, let's say a furnace, I believe that what we can do is, first of all, we can just click here to grab what we're after, right? So despite where that might be in the system, over here, if we just click on these universal cable, it pulls them out for us, which is real nice. And you can also shift click to send them back as well. But I think if we go and type in furnace and we shift click that recipe in, it's going to shift click over here. And at that point, we can go ahead and click craft 1. And I believe we might not have any torches now that I think about it. But if we did have torches in one of our chests, at that point, we could go ahead and click craft 1. And it might just put it directly somewhere. Hold on. We do have cobblestone. There is infested cobblestone on the left. Oh, I see. Do I have to make sure that it's on? See, this annoys me. Where it doesn't, where you have to get it like bang on. So I have to take regular cobblestone, do it like that. There we go. Okay, so we were using infested cobblestone before when we shift clicked it in. Now that it's actually set to cobblestone and we have torches, we can go ahead and click craft 1. It crafts 1. We can click craft 4. It crafts 4. And there we go. And then we can put them back in here. Or shift click. Does it not go in here? Maybe we'd have space. No, we definitely have space. And then we can shift click and send it away. Nice. So I think this is going to be a lot more useful than this guy for the time being. I do like this, but it's just a little janky at the moment. So I do still like the idea of using these pipes here where possible, because I did also want to set things up so that all of our ores go to this hopper, which I do think is definitely still worthwhile. Now, did we make that upgrade, chat? I know we got the slime balls, and we do have this blank module as well, but we were looking to make the retrieval module, I think it's what it's called. This one right here, yeah, the low retrieval module, which I don't necessarily think we got going in the last episode. So let's see if we have what it takes to make this. We totally do. And essentially, all that we're going to do here is we're going to grab some more pipes. And by grab, I of course mean make some more pipes from Pretty Pipes. That is indeed the one. And then I think we're out of glass. I do wish it told me in here like which item we're missing. Alas, it would seem that it does not. And I assume, oh, it's not glass, it's iron bars that we're out of. Not a problem. We can make more iron bars. And unlike the other table, it can actually use the iron bars in our inventory, which is real nice indeed. So what we can do now, chat, is, for example, and this is going to be a bit janky. Eventually, we might move these pipes underground. But for example, what we could do is we could have pipes that run along like this. So now they're connected to all of our chests. And if we had any ores in these chests, for example, let's say bauxite ore, and actually there's quite a few ores in here. So we've got like platinum, we've got zinc, we've got silver, we've got quite a few ores that we want automatically smelting, right? What we can do is we can place the lower retrieval module into this pipe, and then in here, we can go ahead and specify certain items to be sent there. Now, of course, not much space in this pipe here, and we could, if we wanted to, upgrade to a higher tier, which we might do fairly soon, actually. These are not too difficult to make. But for example, if we go and put, let's say, silver into here, as well as like osmium and bauxite, it should then begin pulling those items from any chest that has them and sending them over to be processed. So basically, at this point now, we can, put our ores no matter where we, anywhere we want them to go, and they will automatically be pulled over to that hopper, which I think is real neat. And if we wanted to in the future, of course, we could make the higher tiers here, which I assume give you more slots, like more options for pulling more items. Like this one is limited to 3. I assume the higher tiers can go even higher than that. And I think that's going to be pretty cool, especially once we get our digital miner up and running. We can throw that guy down, have that output to a chest, and then just use these pipes to pull certain, resources into this chest if we want to. I guess for that one, it's not really as useful because you could also just have all of the ores go directly from the storage scanner, the digital miner into the enriching factory. But it is also nice to have, for times like these where I put things in and then forget about them and they take up space, right? So apparently the storage scanner here will try and put items into the chests in the order that they appear in this list. So by default, they're going to try and put things into this chest here, which I think is less than ideal. Obviously, we want this chest free for ingots. And so I think what we probably want to do is click on this chest and then move it to the bottom, like that. So that's the last chest that it will try and place things in. And then for now, we'll put like the gold chest at the top. So right now, it's going to try and put things into this chest here before it tries putting them anywhere else, which is, I think, for now at least, perfect. All right. So let's take a look then at making this digital miner. Now, I think before we start working on this, chat, it might not be a terrible idea for us to look at getting a better source of power. We do have this crusher and this biogenerator, which is getting the job done. But of course, if we want to set up the digital miner, not only is that likely to use more redstone flux than the 280 that this outputs, but on top of that, it's going to start to burn through that biofuel quite quickly. And right now, we don't have a system in place to automate the production of that biofuel. And so I think it would be quite wise for us to probably grab ourselves at least one, if not a few, wind generators to hopefully start generating a little bit more redstone flux per tick. Now, right now, I believe that we're just missing the energy tablets. I'm fairly certain we have at least one, if not multiple basic control circuits. We have just the one. And we have, again, at least one, if not multiple infused alloys. Yeah, we've got 6. Okay, so we can make more basic control circuits. And I think we probably should here by infusing some redstone. And actually, I do wonder, can we... I think if I shift-click, I grab 1. Yeah, okay, so it's a little different than... Normally, with mods like Applied Energistics and Refined Storage, if you click, you grab 1, and if you shift-click, you grab a full stack. As you can see with the tooltip there, with the storage scanner, you click to grab a full stack, and you shift-click to grab 1. So, something I'm going to have to learn to do. But here we go. Oh, we do have more basic control circuits in there. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and enrich our iron here and get just a few more of those cooking, so we can hopefully make quite a few of these wind turbines. And then for the energy tablets, we just need gold, which I think we do have a fair bit of. We've got 39 gold right there. And then if I'm not mistaken, we should hopefully have a little bit more in the way of gold in our strainers. And speaking of strainers, chat, we should almost certainly go about filling those back up. So let me quickly craft basically as many gold ingots as we can out of our gold nuggets, and then let's go and look at getting a few more of these survivalist strainers. So I think all of these are empty now. They are indeed, and so we need 6 more survivalist strainers if we're going to get that up and running. And given that we have over 1,000 iron nuggets and 273 iron ingots, we should be able to make 6 of these, I think, fairly easily. There we go. And 4, 5, 6. Nice. And if I'm not mistaken, you can actually just shift-click these in, right? Like, or not even shift-click, just right-click these in. And I have failed to make one of these here, chat, but that's not a problem. Easily fixable. There we go. Nice. So those are going to keep chugging away, getting us all of the resources that we are after. And in fact, I might even go ahead and make the strainers scannable or routable, just so that we can see how many gold nuggets, we actually have. And right now the answer is 58. I will go ahead and craft those up into as many gold ingots as we can, which is 6. So that takes us to a grand total of 52, which should be more than enough to get us quite a few of those wind turbines if we so wish to craft them. And I guess at that point, let's have a look. Wind generator. How many of these can we make? So we are going to need some more infused alloy, I think. And so, with that in mind, we should probably get another redstone dust and then swap this osmium out for iron, because each one of these does require at least 5 infused alloy. I think right now we have 6, so we could, if we wanted to, make 1 wind turbine. Like that. Beautiful. And these, all you have to do is just put them down. Like so. And then begin generating redstone flux. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and if it has not been updated in newer versions of the pack, these do generate more redstone flux the higher they are placed in the world. So this one right here is producing 55 or just shy of 56 redstone flux per tick, which is not a crazy amount, but it is producing it for free, and it's going to continue to produce that for free, forever, in perpetuity. So, comparatively, it's producing less redstone flux than our biogenerator, but it is free energy. Now, if, for example, I were to just shimmy this a few blocks up, let's say we placed it, up here. Obviously, there are no cables here, so it's less than ideal, but if we were to place it just here, you'll see it's now generating 58.91 RF per tick just by being that few extra blocks up above where it was before. And so ideally, we want to place these really as high as we can. The obvious downside is that we have to run cable to wherever we actually do put the wind generators. So there's kind of a balancing act there of how much power do we want to generate versus how many energy cables do we want to make. But then again, the energy cables are not too expensive. There is also this cable here, the energy cable from Powah, which is not too pricey. And we are going to have to make some more of these components here from Powah fairly soon here. But to make it, we need iron nuggets, a basic capacitor, and then dielectric rods, horizontal. These are made with iron bars and dielectric paste, which is made with biofuel and silicon wafers. The silicon wafers, of course, easy enough, diamond saw and silicon boule, which is sand and coal. And then the biofuel we're, of course, getting from our crusher over there. So, not too bad. You do make them in sets of 12 as well, which is pretty nice. Of course, the basic cables here can only do a maximum of 100 RF per tick, which would be okay for 1 turbine, but if we wanted to try and throw a couple of turbines down, we might run into some issues. The cable above that requires 2 of the previous tier cable, and then more of that same dielectric rod, so it's actually not too bad, along with that redstone alloy ingot there. But I don't know if it is cheaper than the universal cable from Mechanism, which is just steel and redstone. So we can use these mechanism bins in place of storage drawers. These are also not too bad, actually. I might make some of these now that you mention it. I think we will. These look fairly easy to make. And if we put all of our ingots in here, I think we can free up quite a bit of space, in our system. So the basic tier is just 1 basic control circuit, 5 cobblestone, and 2 redstone. And so hopefully we can make a few of those. What is that I'm missing? Oh, of course, it's infested cobblestone again, not regular cobblestone. That's something I'm going to have to bear in mind for quite some time here, but that is 3 of those taken care of. What is stopping us making a 4th? Nothing. All right, nice. And then, yeah, I guess, again, for now, this is a little janky. We could probably move a few of these things over here, like these furnaces can be moved, as can the alloy furnace, which isn't really needed at this point in time, nor is the project table here, actually. This guy has been pretty much replaced by the storage scanner. So I think we can also move the smoker to another location. I think if we just throw our bins here for now, we can get 2 more of them to go either side there. And if we make sure that they are at the top of the scanner, so we'll go ahead and move all of those up to the top, so that if we ever do put in, for example, any iron, that iron is going to try and go to the respective iron bin before it tries going over and into any of the other chests. And we do want to make sure all of those are routable as well. Where is the last bin? There it is. Routable to the top. And then from there, let's go ahead and grab, I think, basically all of our iron. And see about throwing that into its own drawer. So if we put you in here, is there a way to lock these, chat? Let's do one for gold. And I guess let's also do one for copper. And of course, as time goes on, we can get more and more of those. And I will go ahead and craft up these nuggets here into actual copper ingots real quick. Nice. And there we go. And I think we do have at least, hopefully, one pipe left to connect that up. We do indeed. So let's go and grab one of those and do something like that. Even though that's not necessary for the system, actually, now that I think about it. But, you know, we might want to use it in crafting at some point with the pipes. All right. Yeah, okay. So our items are overflowing over here. I did not think that was going to happen, but they are overflowing. So let's see if we can't automate the crafting of those nuggets. So the tier 1 crafter requires 2 redstone torches, which we can hopefully make fairly easily. We do require some... Oh, no, we should be able to make those fairly easily. Of course, you do have to make sure that you have the right kind of stick. But at that point, we can make 2 of those. And then, of course, crafting tables are nice and easy to make. Once again, want to make sure you have the correct kind of wood in here. But there we go. That's done. Fantastic. And then from there, chat, we just have to get the machine frame again, which is definitely the most expensive part of the setup, but should be doable. So we need 4 blue doped wafers, which is wafers and Teslatite. I don't know if we have enough Teslatite. We do not. So if we are going to make this work, chat, and I don't know why I keep checking here as if it's going to be any different, but if we are going to make that work, chat, we are going to have to go back down into the mines. Now, one thing that people have suggested is that I make an anvil for repairing my hammer. So real quick, do we have what it takes to make 3 blocks of iron and then an anvil? We do indeed, because I have currently 2 of these crimson iron hammers. And the reason for that, chat, is that the crimson iron hammer is cheaper to make than it is to repair, or at least it was without the anvil. So, for example, if I throw this project table back down over here for a second, previously, we put in 6 crimson iron with 1 stick and 1 blueprint, and that made the hammer. But if you want to repair the hammer, it takes more than 6 crimson iron. So it's actually cheaper to make a fresh crimson hammer than it is to repair the old one. However, I have been told by the Twitch chat that is because I'm not using the anvil, and the anvil here apparently is a little better. It's still not great. It still does require... It still doesn't fully repair the hammer to use crimson iron here, but nevertheless, we'll call this Hammy, and we'll take him. We could also, if we wanted to, add a tip to Hammy, which is probably worth it. Like, the diamond tip here can give us an extra 256 durability, which is very nice indeed, and also bump up the harvest speed by 2. The gold one might be even more worth it. It gives us an extra 16 durability, which is not insane, but does bump up the harvest speed. Then again, the harvest speed isn't terrible. Glowstone, however, multiplies the harvest speed by 1.4, which I think might be the best of all. What is our current harvest speed? Our current harvest speed is 6. So, quick maths, chat. What's 6 times 1.4? It's 8.4. So the glowstone would bump us up to 8.4 harvest speed, which is pretty nice. I think I might go with the diamond, though, chat. It's a small bump to harvest speed, but it's a big bump to durability. I don't think we have any emeralds. We could also, if we wanted to, try and negotiate, quote-unquote, with a villager or 2 to see if we can't get, see if we can't maybe exchange some of our wheat here for an emerald and then use that to make an emerald upgrade, thus giving us even more durability. I think that might not be a terrible idea. All right, so will you trade me for wheat? You will indeed. So I would just I'll take 2 ender pearls here. Or 2 emeralds even. I always confuse the 2. So now with the emeralds, chat, we should be able to craft that tip and upgrade our hammer and go and get some Teslatite. Tip. Let's make that emerald tip. We already have the upgrade base from last time, and then we can whack that on our pre-existing hammer. Nice. Let's go take our durability, or our maximum durability, from 756 up to 1,678. It's also going to take our harvest speed up from 6 to 7.2, and our harvest level stays the same, which is fine. And our attack damage does also go up by 1 as well, which is very nice indeed. Look at that. We've got a lovely little green tip there on our crimson hammer. And so now, chat, we need to go and find some more Teslatite, which, if memory serves me right, spawns most regularly down around Y level 11. You can put a leather grip on the hammer. Oh, of course. I forgot that Silent Gear does also add grips. So much like you have tool rods and materials that are tier 1, 2, and 3, you can also add grips to your tools. For example, wool is a grip. Wool gives you repair efficiency plus 20, which I assume means you require less materials to upgrade, which would be very nice indeed. Harvest speed plus 10%, and attack speed plus 0.2. And then leather gives durability plus 5%, repair efficiency plus 10%, harvest speed plus 15%, and attack speed plus 0.15. Now, there's also a compound grip, which has no stats. I do wonder if it's worth going with wool over leather. The leather is going to give us durability, and it's also going to give us faster harvest speed. However, it does also not give us as much repair efficiency, which, given that we're using Crimson Iron, which isn't too hard to get, I did go and get a bit more between streams, which is why we have, so much of it to repair our tools, but so much of it being 11. We have a little bit of it, but I'm thinking it might be worth going with the wool here, chat. Nice. I think you can replace it if you want, so we could put leather on later, but I think the repair efficiency is probably worth it more for us right now. And look at this thing. This thing's got like, it looks bizarre now. It's got like green tip, but it's also got like woolly surrounding at the bottom there. All right. I think, chat, that should be enough. I think 40 is all we're going to need for now. If you want a better material base for your hammer, bismuth brass is easy to make and quite better. Better than the crimson steel. So the bismuth brass, this one right here. Oh yeah, it's tier 3, eh? Not tier 2. Harvest speed 12, durability 1200. Range damage, attack damage. Oh yeah, look at that. And that's just copper, zinc, and bismuth. Ooh, you've piqued my interest. You've piqued my interest. I might take a look at this. Probably not today, because I do want to get the digital miner going and this crafter. But I will bear that in mind. Thank you for the heads up. That is a useful tidbit of information. So now that we have the 40 Tesla type, let's grab some silver, as well as we need 4 silver and at least 4 of those blue doped wafers. All of these are done in here, so we'll throw in the Tesla type and the silver. That is going to take a second there, but that is not a problem. We can unbookmark the storage scanner for now and rebookmark the crafters here. And I think we will go all the way up to tier 3. The difference being here the number of crafts that the crafter can do. So the basic crafter can handle up to 2 recipes, and then the tier 3 crafter can handle up to 8 recipes. And so the plan is to have the tier 3 crafter hopefully craft all of our nuggets into ingots. So we've got copper, we've got iron, we've got osmium, we've got lead, we've got tin, we've got all kinds of things, all kinds of nuggets, maybe not lead actually, but we have quite a few nuggets coming in from our strainers, and hopefully we can process all of those into ingot form in the one crafter, and then send them to their respective locations. Ideally, those respective locations would be in caches, I think. However, if we... Yeah, that's fine, actually. If we move these basic bins to be closer to the pipe, I'm just thinking about where I want to put all this stuff, right? But if we move the basic bins to be closer to the pipe, and then we use an extraction module to pull out of this chest, or to pull out of the crafter, I think they will go into the bins if that's the first place that they can go to. All right, you and you. That shouldn't take too long. And at that point, chat, we're pretty much good to go. We do need to make some more redstone torches and crafting tables, because each tier of the crafter is just more redstone torches and more crafting tables. We already have the 2 required for the basic tier, but getting the next ones should not be too difficult whatsoever. So we'll get 6 of you, and then also 6 redstone torches as well. There we go, beautiful. And at that point, chat, we're pretty much there. We just need to wait for this to finish, and we should have a crafter ready to go. Night is falling again, and so we probably should head out and look for that that ender pearl once more, because we do still need 1 more ender pearl if we're gonna get the digital miner. We're so close, chat. We're so very close. Oh, we of course need a circuit board. I completely forgot. So for that, we need 2 basic control circuits, 1 infused alloy, and then 3 redstone alloy, which is iron redstone and then more redstone. Okay, that is actually not too bad whatsoever. Oh gosh, okay, so again, these also work in the These also work to where if you left click, you take a stack out, and if you shift left click, you only take one out, which is something I'm going to have to get used to. I'm used to it being the opposite all the time. We only need 3 of these, so I'll take one of these iron ingots out and let that chug along there. We should be able, I believe, to make one of these circuit boards, and then from there we should have pretty much everything it takes to make the machine frame, and from there we can, of course, go ahead and craft up a tier 1 crafter. And so the idea here is that I think I might have more pipes in, because I want to put the crafter fairly close to where our pre-existing power line is. And so I think for now I'll have the crafter maybe like here, like that. And I also think we'll probably move this anvil as well. For now, we'll stick this kind of like somewhere over there. We do need to do some base reorganizing at some point fairly soon. But for now, let me grab some pipes, and I'm going to run... Ooh, actually, I guess... Let me think about this, because we do want to make sure that only nuggets end up in here, right? And actually, before I do any of that, we should upgrade this to the higher tiers, right? So tier 2, boom, and tier 3. Nice. Okay, so throwing that down should give us significantly more recipe slots. It does indeed. So ideally, at the top here, what we're going to do is we're going to get our iron nuggets. We're going to do something like this, teach the system how to make iron nuggets, hit apply, and then at that point, if we throw iron nuggets in there, they get crafted into iron ingots. Nice. And I think it can do this with multiple. So here we can have copper, hit apply, and then even if the iron is selected, it's still going to turn all of those ingots into copper ingots. Nice, 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 nice. All right. So in that case, chat, if we want to make this work, we're going to need another one of... Hold on. Another one of these low extraction modules to extract from the crafter out and into the bins over here. But essentially, over here, we're going to stick in the extraction module, like so. We're going to filter that, though. So let me, like, put allowed. Yeah, so it's going to send some... Are these amethysts? Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, I've put an alloy smelter in there for now. That's not obviously what we want to extract, but what we're going to do is we're going to extract iron nuggets. We're going to extract osmium nuggets, as well as tin nuggets. I believe we also have gold nuggets and copper nuggets. I think those are all of the nuggets. Osmium, gold, tin, iron, and copper. Yes, I think those are correct. So I think in here, we want to specify that these nuggets can be extracted like that. And then over in here, we of course want to make sure that we have a recipe for each and every one of those nuggets. So osmium, tin, and gold. Is that all of them? 5? I think that's right. And for now, I'll put the amethysts back in there if we have the space for it. And I think we should be good to go. So all we have to do from there is actually extract out of the crafter to the correct location. So I think, chat, we might even be able to do this from like one side. I'm actually not sure if this works or not, but I want to try something here. So the bins do retain their inventory when you pick them up, which is very nice indeed. I want to know if we can have items go in on this side and also extract from this side. So like, for example, if I... Oh, we totally can. Look at that. So the extractor is pulling out... Because the crafter has defined inputs and outputs, so like it will only input to this area and only output to this area. It can't suck these out of here. It can only suck out of here. So that is actually working perfectly. And given that we don't actually need to really be able to access our bins, right? Like, obviously, it'd be nice if we could... Like, basically what I'm getting at, chat. Given that we don't need to be able to easily access our bins, we can just put them over here and we'll still be able to see them from the storage scanner. So I think I'll just take all of these here and stick them over here. Now, actually, I think okay, no, I'm going to change this a bit, simply due to the fact, chat, that we could potentially run into the issue where if we do empty out a bin, like if we use all of our copper, there could come a time when some of these nuggets fill up that that copper bin, and at that point we could run into a backlog. So instead, what I'll do is I'll just put these like back here for now and run some pipes over here. So if we just do 1, 2, 3, and 4 like that, and then we just have other pipes like this. this could be a problem. I think. Actually, maybe not. I don't think that actually, all we can, I think, chat, if we turn this off, it might just not connect. Yeah, nice. Okay, that's fine. That is completely fine. Let's see if we can't make one more set of pipes, chat. And at that point, I think we've got that pretty much taken care of. Is it glass that we're missing? Or is it iron bars, or is it both? It looks like it might, chat, be both. Oh, no, we have iron bars on us, so let's just go ahead and quickly smelt up some sand. Surprisingly, we have quite a lot of sand, chat. Oh, it's because we have it from the strainers, of course. I'm sat here thinking, gosh, why do we have so many blocks of sand? And it's the strainers, of course. And so once we have that, we can do this and make sure we stick the extraction module in there. I don't know if I was gonna say we might need like the next tier. I don't know if the other extraction module is faster, like this one here. It might be faster. Higher tiers prevent oversending. Ah, I see. So that's why this one's oversending. This one here was having some issues because it was tier 1. We might like a tier 2 or tier 3 for that to work. But this appears to be doing its job just fine, chat. And it might also not be a terrible idea for us to get a few more bins for a few more of the other items. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And now, of course, right now, these are all filling up with... I'm going to take this out for a second. Because these are all filling up with things I don't want them to fill up with. But ideally, we can have you fill up with, like, clay. We can have the next one fill up with dirt. Oh, no, this is not going to work, is it? I mean, this is going to work, but this is not... I'm just thinking we've filtered it so that only nuggets come out. I guess this is going to work if everything but nuggets has a place to go. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine, chat. I think this will be fine. So we'll have one for sticks. We'll have one for sapphire. I'm aware that everything's a little janky right now as well. We'll do some base building, I think, fairly soon and, invest in a more permanent, series of a more permanent storage solution for all this stuff. But I think gravel is all we have left here. Do we have one for... Oh, no, we need 2 more, I guess. 2 more. Okay. I think now we are out of those basic control circuits. We are indeed. Okay, basic. We need more osmium, right? Yeah, and some more redstone as well. That's easy enough, chat. Easy enough. I do want to make sure that the bins are all at the top of their list. So let's make sure all of those are routable. And let's make sure that all of those are at the top of their respective lists. We probably do need to scan again if we're going to actually get these new bins locked in as well, but we'll do that after we've got all of them down. There we go. And I think for now, as janky as it's going to be, chat, and it is going to be real janky, isn't it? I think I might just do like this and this. Again, all of these, I'm aware of how terrible the positioning is, and we will like reassess very shortly. For now, I just want to get like the proof of concept down. And then Malachite is the last one. Well, Amethyst even is the last one. There we go. Okay. So now if we re-engage the extraction module, this time with no filter, so anything is allowed, it should, hopefully, put everything into its respective bin on the way to the crafter. The only things that shouldn't go into a bin are the nuggets because they don't have a crafter. And also I should set this to disallowed, I guess. So nothing is disallowed. And hopefully that works as intended. I can't help but notice that this clay went directly past the clay bin. Which worries me greatly. So the nuggets are going where they're supposed to go. Maybe that was just a fluke at the beginning there. Let's try putting more clay in. That could be just because it's on the very block that extracts. Maybe I have to move the clay here because everything else kind of seems to be going the right way. The clay was like right on that pipe there, so maybe it can't figure that out. If I do that, does the clay go here? It does. Let me just try that a few more times. Like I'm going to take some of this, oh well, not all of it, of course, but some of this clay out and try that again. And we'll see if all of it manages to go the right way. Some of those nuggets are going back because they just tried to go in there and failed. Yeah, no, that's doing just fine. Okay, yeah, so it looks like you can't... It doesn't like having a cache here. I assume just because it is the extraction pipe. But everything else there seems to be working fine. We're not getting anything else in here So I think we're all good, chat. I think we are all good. I think everything here is now working as intended. For now, at least. We, of course, are going to still run into the issue that if we empty out any of these bins, I don't know if there is a way to lock these. Let me know if there is. But if we do empty any of these out, then they are going to start to get filled up with nuggets, which is, of course, not great. But for now, items being taken out of there, they're being stored in here if they can be. And if not, they're being crafted in the crafter and then sent over to the bins over here, which are all, of course, accessible by our storage scanner. So I will go ahead and remove this bar to kind of rescan everything. And then I do want to make sure that all of the bins are routable so that we can see all of their wares inside of the system. And on top of that, I also want bins to be at the top of the list so that if any... Can I shift click multiple of these? No. So that if any item... Like if I put, amethysts or sapphires back in the system, I want them, if possible, to go in the basic bin before they go, into some random chest. All right. So now those should all be at the top, and they should all be accessible. They are indeed. Nice. And so now we can see everything is in here. We've no longer got, a trillion iron nuggets. We do still have quite a few iron nuggets. I assume those are all distributed amongst here. We can fix that later on down the line. For now, though, chat, I think it is finally time to see if we can't craft this digital miner. I think it's going to be tricky, but we might be able to do it. So we need a few things. One, we need some reinforced obsidian. We have obsidian dust, and we do have reinforced obsidian dust. Fantastic. We can, of course, enrich that in the old enriching factory here, I think. Let me... I might have to smelt it first. Oh, no. Straight in the enrichment chamber is also fine. Alas, we do have a bit of a backlog going. Let me turn off auto-sort for a second, and then make room for that. Beautiful. Once we have that down, the basic control circuit, of course, easy enough. 2 atomic alloys requires 2 reinforced alloys, so we do need diamond first into the infused alloy, but that's easy enough. So we need 2 of those up here. The logistical sorter is just more control circuits, so easy enough. Robert here does need 2 reinforced obsidian ingots, which is reinforced obsidian dust with liquid osmium in an osmium compressor. The liquid osmium is easy enough. You just put osmium ingots at the bottom of the osmium compressor. So I will go ahead and bookmark that for later. Energy tablets, easy enough. Gold, redstone, and the infused alloys. We do need a 3rd reinforced atomic alloy. That is, or reinforced alloy even, for the atomic alloy. That is fine. And then down here, we need 2 more of them. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 7 atomic alloys. I think we'll probably make 8 atomic alloys, or at least 8 reinforced alloys, because we do get 8, diamond juice from 1 enriched diamond. So we might as well use that all on getting those enriched alloys. So let's take 1 diamond. And I can dump most of this stuff back in here now, actually. We don't need to be carrying all of this on. There's no need to be carrying our secondary hammer around. There we go. So 1 diamond in the old enrichment chamber. Should get what we're after. We can also put some coal into here. And that is something we could do with automating. People did point out previously that you can use the electric furnace from Silent Gear, I think it is. Silent Mechanisms even. This electric furnace here can be used in place of a blast furnace. So we should upgrade to this, as soon as possible. Probably in the next stream, I would hope. For now, though, let's grab you. Let's throw that into here. We will go ahead and use up the remainder of that osmium there, or that redstone there even, on osmium. I don't know why I can't grab this. Does the storage scanner not like bins? No. Don't do me like this, game. No. 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 Please say it ain't so. Are you telling me that the storage scanner can't pull out of bins? If we can't use the storage scanner on the basic bins, though, then that fully defeats the point of all these bins that we have. Oh, hold on. I need to test this real quick. I need to know if I'm doing something wrong. All right. So, after some testing, it would appear that in the current version of the pack, the bins are not routable, so we can't pull out of the bins, which at least... Oh, hello, my friend. You have arrived just in the nick of time. The rain is unfortunate, but I would love your ender pearl if you don't mind. So yeah, it's unfortunate that the bins are not like usable with the storage scanner. They do work for storing all of our items, but I think what we might have to do temporarily, at least, is just move our high value items, those being mostly our ingots. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare, chat. This is gonna be an absolute nightmare trying to catch a Enderman in the rain, right? It's just not gonna work. I think we should sleep and wait for a new day. He's already gone on the minimap there. But yeah, so I think we'll just move all of our binned items, all of our important binned items, which are these ones, into chests for now. These items here are less so. We can always come and grab these manually, right? And then hope that in the future this is maybe fixed, or if not, we can always look at just different storage, solutions going forward. But for now, let's see if we can't make this freaking digital miner, because I think we have everything it takes. I think it's just a case of processing all of the materials correctly. So the enriched diamond is good to go. Let me go and grab my osmium, which is what kicked all this off. So we'll grab basically all of this. I'll grab the iron as well for now. Take all these. And for now, at least, we'll just get rid of these caches, these basic bins. And hopefully, we get rid of that pipe as well. We can just keep things in here for now. That is going to back up, but that's okay. We can fix that in the next stream, I think. So let's dump all this in here for now. That should dump everything into hopefully usable chests. And then you are going to take some osmium. Actually, I think iron might be a better idea. Yeah, because we've got, I think, enough basic control circuits already. So I'm going to swap that out for iron. And then once that's done, we're going to look at turning 8 infused alloy into 8 reinforced alloy. All right, that is done. Fantastic. So let's put you in there, and then let's do 8 of those. Once those 8 are done, I guess we put the enriched iron, the enriched obsidian in there, and then that's going to get us 8 of these atomic alloys. And at that point, I think, chat, the hardest part is pretty much done. We do need some pistons to make the logistical sorters. We also need some steel and some of that reinforced, some of those reinforced obsidian ingots to get the robot here. But none of that seems too bad. And then the hard part is, of course, getting the ender core, which we'll get to in a second. But for that ender core, we need at least 1 more ender pearl. As of right now, we only have 1 of the 2 required. Whilst we wait, though, let's see if we don't have what it takes to make the osmium compressor. This guy over here, actually. So this is 4 infused alloy, 2 advanced redstone circuits, which thankfully we hopefully can make fairly easily here. In fact, we have both of the items required on us, but alas, again, it's not working. There we go. All right. If in doubt, just jiggle this bar and then it starts to work, which is a little janky, but it seems to get the job done. Do we have a steel casing lying around? We do not, but we do have 4 steel. We definitely have the wafers, so I think the only thing that we're likely missing here is a block of osmium, which thankfully is the easiest part of the craft there. Do we have the steel? Oh, we got 2 steel. I see. Let's smelt some more of the steel dust up, chat. There we go. These guys are done. Fantastic. So let's do 1 of those. Get those all cooking up as well. Fantastic. There's all the steel. So that should be hopefully a machine casing taken care of. Silicon wafers we have. Osmium block we have. Steel we have. Give this a jiggle. Click the 1 button. Give it a jiggle. Click. Okay, it didn't work. Why are you not working, chat? Why are you not working? There we go. And then from there, we get the osmium compressor. Nice. So let's throw you down for now, right about there. And for this guy, we're looking to make these, the refined osmium ingots. These are made in the osmium compressor with reinforced obsidian dust, refined obsidian with refined obsidian dust, and an osmium ingot. Osmium ingots we of course have on us, and a refined obsidian dust we do also have as well. Fantastic. So we'll throw 2 of you in like so with the osmium. I'm actually not quite sure how much osmium we need per craft here. It looks like more than 1. It might be 1 ingot per craft actually. Oh, it's not. It's a little over 1 ingot per craft, which does make it a tiny bit awkward. But it looks like we're going to be okay. Beautiful. These are done. Fantastic. So at that point, chat, I think we're basically there. We've got these 2 atomic alloys. We've got the basic control circuit. Let's make at least... I don't even know why I bother shift clicking in the piston when I know I'm going to have to replace the infested cobblestone with regular cobblestone, and the planks that come out with other planks. There we go. Well, let's make like 4 of those, just so that we've got what it takes. Also, we can unbookmark these crafters now. And so that should be 2 logistical sorters pretty much taken care of. Good stuff. And then as for the robot, we need 2 energy tablets, which again, should not be too difficult to do. And we might be missing the steel here. Yeah, and I don't think we have 1 more steel ingot. We don't, unfortunately. But that is easily fixable with 1 coal and 1 iron in the old metallurgic infuser. Oh, hello, my friend. You have a crossbow, and I do not have enough health to combat you right now. So if you would not mind ceasing your offense until I am prepared for battle. Jeez. All right. Ominous banner. Can I like plant this, chat? Oh, nice. All right. They'll know I'm one of them now. They'll know that I've defeated their fellow men in battle, and they won't mess with me, chat. All right. Drink milk? Oh, I got the bad omen, of course. What does bad omen do again, chat? Bad omen, don't go to a town. Oh, it's a village thing. It's forever as well. Gosh dang it. All right, so steel is done. That should be this chest also done. We might need 2 more chests to actually make that work. Yeah, it looks like we do not have chests readily available for us. Let me toggle this. Let me just... planks. Let's go and grab 2 of you. And then from there, chest, like so. We'll replace these, of course, with these. And we'll replace the stained glass with regular glass, like so. And of course, give this a jiggle. Oh, yeah. Do we have control circuits? Yep, we got 12 control circuits. We got 6 steel ingots. Wrong steel? Oh yeah, it is the wrong steel. Thank you, chat. There we go. Boom, beautiful. And then robot is 1 more steel, like that. And boom. And then I think, chat, all we're missing now from this digital miner is the 2 teleportation cores, right? We might need 1 more steel casing, actually. And so I should probably get a little bit more iron cooking in here. We need 4 more steel for that. We'll also enrich 1 more coal as well. But while we wait for that to process, it is, of course, once again, at that time of the evening, it's time to go and see if we can't get an ender pearl, because we need 1 more if we're going to get this ender core here. So, let's go out, shall we? I hear him, chat. I hear him. Oh, no. Ambush. Let's get rid of these guys first. All right. And let's try again. There's 2 of them. Do they both aggro? They don't, right? Of course. Of course. I've come to expect it, chat. I've come to know. Oh, he's done it. All right. He has done it. Finally. So, chat, we have all of the items to make the digital miner, apart from the 2 teleportation cores. Finally. So, all that we need to do now, chat, is get ourselves 2 ender cores. These ender cores are from the Powah mod, and the Powah mod requires has this energizing orb. So, let's take a quick peek at energizing orb. Do we have what it takes to make this? We need 5 glass, 3 dielectric rods, horizontal, and 1 dielectric casing. The dielectric rods are made with iron bars and dielectric paste, which is made with biofuel and silicon wafers in the metallurgic infuser. So let's take some of that biofuel out of here. And let's also go ahead and take some of our silicon wafers as well out of here. So now that you're done, let's smelt this up. I'm going to clear out this coal. We've always got more. We can make more if we need to. How much does this give us? That gives us 5. Can I enrich my biomass? No. I cannot. Wishful thinking. So let's just fill this up a little bit. And then we need probably quite a few of these, eh? How much bioelectric? Oh, yeah, it's a 1-to-1? Oofed. So we need 3 for 5 horizontal and then 2 vertical here. We are also going to have to get an energizing rod. I think we'll start with the starter one, even though the basic one might be a better idea here. We'll start with the starter. We can always move to the basic if needs be. This requires 2 of these tiny basic capacitors, which are made with regular basic capacitors with more dielectric paste. Long story short, chat, we need a lot of dielectric paste. So I'm going to turn all 12 of our wafers here into dielectric paste. We can always make more. Wafers are just coal and sand, so they're not particularly difficult to make. Someone in the Twitch chat did say armor check, which is a good idea because I am completely out of armor. So let's see about making like another pair of let's make some osmium boots to go with our osmium helmet. The rest of our armor is also quite low as well, but we can always fix that a little later on down the line. So we need, let me bookmark the energizing orb and the energizing rod here. So it is also occurring to me, chat, in a slow but painful realization that if we're going to make this happen, we need blaze powder. Which of course requires blaze rods, which as of right now, we do not have. I should definitely put the ender pearl away, because we're not quite at that point. How much paste have we got? We got 4. We'll get in there, slowly but surely. We might need more biomass in there, actually. Get that cooking as well. Nether quartz we have. The basic capacitor does require another one of these redstone alloy ingots, which are, of course, redstone and iron. So we'll get some more of those going. We don't need that many of them. We'll make like 4 more, I think, though. Just because they are used quite regularly. So our dielectric paste, we've got 10 now. Do we have what it takes to make 8 of those? We do. Nice. And then from there, we also need to get a set of vertical ones as well, if we can, which requires 2 more dielectric paste, which is almost there. Beautiful. So that's going to get us the vertical set. And then at that point, we can make ourselves... Oh, that's refined iron. That's not regular iron. That's refined iron, which is iron plus sand. Sand, thankfully, we do have in abundance. So I'm going to temporarily pull this out. We have over 1,000 sand over here. How much do we need? We need 4 of these. You make them 1 at a time. So we need 8 sand. While we wait for that, do we have what it takes to make the energizing rod? The basic capacitor should be somewhat doable. We are going to have to get more silicon wafers, actually. Do we have a boule? No. We're also going to have to get more silicon boules. So sand we have, of course, coal. We also have, we should probably, chat, look at making a second alloy smelter, or maybe even just a higher tier of alloy smelter. We do have this basic one that we could look at upgrading to the fully fledged alloy tier. But the one we have right now is pretty slow. Getting a second one wouldn't be too bad, but just being able to do multiple things at once, because right now the one we've got is not doing things particularly fast. We do have this other alloy furnace, which I guess we can temporarily use to speed this process up a bit. If we do something like this with sand and coal, and then while we wait for that to do its thing, we can take a look, and I think we've got basically everything else, chat. So I think this is pretty much good to go. We've got the glass, but we just need the refined iron for that, and yeah, that's about it. And then more boules for even more of the silicon wafers, which we can then, of course, turn into even more of this paste. Nice. So you're done. Back over here, that should be one of those. It is indeed fantastic. That should then be one of those, so long as we replace the stained glass with regular old Minecraft glass, like so. And hopefully that will get us an energizing orb. It does indeed. And then all that we're missing from this are those basic capacitors, which also should now be doable. Let's take some paste out. Do we have what it takes? Oh, we need even more, chat. We need even more. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Capacitor also requires refined iron. So wait. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if we can make these in the non... Yeah, we can't make these in the other alloy smelter, chat, so we're currently just going to wait for this to finish. Alright, so another one of these casings. And then we just need this this guy here, the basic capacitor. Thankfully, we do make quite a few of those. And we also did complete an advancement there, which is very nice indeed. That being this one, which does, of course, lead up to that automated miner, which we're getting close to, chat. We're getting close to. All right, refined iron is finally done. And so up here, we can make ourselves a basic capacitor. Or we should be able to make ourselves a basic capacitor. What am I missing here? Oh, no, maybe I didn't turn that final... Yes, we made 2 alloy, but we need to put those through again with 4 redstone. Once that's done, we can make the basic capacitor, craft those down into tiny capacitors, and then craft that up with our dielectric rods, our dielectric casing, and our nether quartz to make our energizing rod starter. And then the energizing rod starter is quite slow, using 10 RF per tick, and it would be ideal if we get the next tier up, but that does require more basic capacitors and a block of quartz, which right now we do not have, so we'll probably start with the basic one. So let's see, do we have what it takes to make one of you? We do indeed, fantastic. And then we can just manually craft that down into 2 smaller ones, and kapow, we have ourselves a energizing rod. So the way this works, and unfortunately, chat, I am not going to be able to show you how it works today, but essentially, you can put down the energizing orb, basically anywhere that you like. Do we have some universal cable lying around? We do indeed. Okay, that's going to make life a little easier. Essentially, the way this works is you put down your energizing orb, and then you just have to put down the energizing rod nearby on an energy conduit, like this. I'm pretty sure this is close enough. I think anywhere within 10 blocks will work. And then essentially, for example, if we were looking to make the teleportation cores, we need these ender cores. So all you have to do is put an Eye of Ender, a dielectric casing, and a basic capacitor, in brackets tiny, into here. So you can right-click, you know, all of those items in like that. Obviously, these are not the right items, but if you had the right items, you would right-click them in, and then it would begin transferring the redstone flux from in here over into here, and it would slowly but surely turn into one of these guys, the Ender Core. So, as I mentioned a little earlier, we currently do not have 2 blaze powder, and are thus not going to be able to make the Eye of Ender today. But I think, chat, what we'll do is at the start of the next stream, we'll come back, we will head through to the nether, try and find a nether fortress, try and get the 2 blaze powder required, make ourselves 2 Eyes of Ender, throw those Eyes of Ender into here with the dielectric casing and all of the other components required to make the Ender Core here, that being the basic capacitor as well. Get ourselves 2 Ender Cores, finally craft up the digital miner, and see if we can't finally automate some of our resource generation, and also maybe look at organizing this a little bit better as well, because right now it is a complete mess. But for now, guys, as always, thank you for watching.